What's up, guys? Simone Fan 101 here. This is my Ring of Honor review. I just want to get to it because it's going to be a short review. Probably the shortest of the ones I've done the last little while. We actually had a pretty good little episode of Ring of Honor this week to build up All-Star Extravaganza, which, according to what they said, is this Friday. And by Friday, I mean tomorrow, as I'm recording this. And who knows, I might upload this thing after the show already happened, so, that sucks. But, Silas Young, beat Toru Yano, because remember, Ring of Honor and New Japan have a deal, exchanging talent and everything. Silas Young beat Toru Yano in one comedy match. I like Silas Young. He should not be stuck in, and this is the one complaint I do have about the show, is that he should not be stuck in a fucking comedy match with Toru Yano. I have no use for Toru Yano. Personally, he has not done one thing to make me care about him. I think he sucks. And this comedy shit doesn't work either. And even the commentators are like, dude, like, this guy does unlikable shit, and yet he wonders why people booed him. And I hear Steve Corino said, after Young pinned Yano, Steve Corino said, why the hell are the fans booing? I don't think I heard any fans booing, but if they were, then they were a bunch of fuckheads. Silas Young's a good talent. Then, after that, we had probably one of the best backstage promos, one of the best promos Christopher Daniels has ever done. Christopher Daniels was backstage. It wasn't the normal backstage promo that Ring of Honor is known for doing, where you see the Ring of Honor signs and everything behind them, and they're cutting a promo right at the camera, and there's a background, and Daniels tends to have Kazarian with him when he does promos. This time, this made me feel almost bad. Not bad, but it made me feel, kind of lucky that I'm still watching it. Christopher Daniels cut a very, very serious promo on, basically on his career, on how, hang on. Can I finish recording this real quick? I'll go get it. Okay, so apparently I only have this review to do, and that's it. Although I'll see if I can try to sneak in my top 10 best video game series lists on here. Anyways, Christopher Daniels cut a very, very good promo here. Probably one of his best. And probably his best in Ring of Honor. I haven't seen any other Ring of Honor promos, but here he's done very good. He talked about how those titles are probably what keeps him going. And, any match could be his last championship match or his last match. And he even says, look, I love my family. I've been a father for 13 years and a husband for 23. And he basically said, look, my career isn't going to last forever. And at times, I've been a horrible father and a horrible husband. Not because he's a bad person, but because he just loves wrestling that much. And, he's getting up there in years, and it's like, every win has to count. So, that's why he feels he cut a babyface promo here, but it was an awesome one. He was holding, by the way, the Ring of Honor tag team title the entire promo, and it really goes to show you that any match could be his last match. He doesn't know, but he feels, at least in storyline, he feels his career is winding down, and that he has to win at all costs, because the longer he holds those titles, the longer his career goes. This is a great story of a guy who simply wants to be the champion to prolong his career. And he's still good. That is good storytelling. That is something worth watching. They should have this show on the WWE Network. And this show was actually the second best show of the week, outside of technically, the show came out Saturday, so I can't say of the week. It was technically last week, but it was a very, very awesome promo. It aired on several stations. It usually airs every Wednesday on a station, but the original airing of the show is Saturday, so I have to mark this as a Saturday review. God. This was actually the best thing of the night, was this promo. Next, we had Cheeseburger. Yes, that is an actual wrestling name. Face off against Damian Martinez. Damian Martinez being coming into the ring by a demonic, not demonic exactly, but a very, like, different looking BJ Whitmer and Kevin Sullivan, who joined Steve Corino and Kevin Kelly on commentary. And in fact, there was a revolving story going on for months and months between Steve Corino and BJ Whitmer over his son, Corino's son. I forget his first name. When he came back, and when Corino came back from injury, he faced BJ Whitmer off in a match at, was it Death Before Dishonor? Or it was the show before that? I forget what show it was called. It may have been, not Ring of Honor All-Star. I guess it doesn't matter to me. But he fought BJ Whitmer, and then Kevin Sullivan came down. And apparently now, Sullivan interfered and caused Whitmer to win. But Sullivan and Whitmer have basically turned around their characters to be normal wrestling guys to these otherworldly guys. Think Bray Wyatt, but even more nuts. As if Bray Wyatt wasn't nuts enough. Think Bray Wyatt, but just even crazier. Like legitimately mental hospital insane. And I've got to say, I enjoy the way the way that they talk reminds me of broken Matt Hardy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the Hardy sickness is getting around, and now BJ Whitmer and Kevin Sullivan have both become broken. The match didn't even matter, because Damian Martinez destroyed Cheeseburger in a couple minutes. The match didn't even matter, though. This was all about Kevin Sullivan and Steve Corino on commentary. And he keeps calling him I'm referring to Kevin Sullivan, he keeps calling Corino by another name that is his real name. And apparently Steve Corino is an identity that Corino himself just made up. They really are bringing Lucha Underground and the Broken Match into this. Wow. It's getting around. It's getting around. After the match, Kevin Sullivan and BJ Whitmer beat up Cheeseburger after the match was over. And Kevin Sullivan was laughing maniacally. I was actually enjoying that. That is something I actually enjoyed. The match didn't even matter. This entire thing was about BJ Whitmer and Sullivan and Corino, and that was awesome. We had a few backstage promos by Ring of Honor champion Adam Cole, Jay Lethal, and Bobby Fish, the TV champion, talking about their upcoming matches to All-Star Extravaganza, which I plan on reviewing. I plan on reviewing All-Star Extravaganza. I mean, if anything, for that triple threat ladder match between the Motor City Machine Guns, the Addiction, who are the champions, and the Young Bucks. That has to be the best match of the night. Maybe. Then again, Jay Lethal is going to be facing Tetsuya Naito. That has to be awesome. So, we're getting some very good matches here. Bobby Fish is also defending the TNA Television Championship against Donovan Dijak, who's actually pretty good in the ring from what I've seen. Adam Cole is defending against Unbreakable Michael Elgin, which has to be a very good, if not a great match. Other matches from All-Star Extravaganza include a six-man tag team match to introduce the first Ring of Honor six-man tag team championships, which is a team of the Briscoes and Toru Yano against ACH, Jay White, and originally it was supposed to be Leo Rush, but apparently he had an injury. He got replaced by Kushida. Not a bad replacement. Also, we're going to be determining number one contenders for the Ring of Honor tag team titles, which is a 8-man tag team match, 2-man tag team match between War Machine, Keith Lee, Trevor Davis or something like that, and Keith Lee. I forget those big black guys from last week. I forget their names. And two other teams. I honestly forget who they were. I think. Oh yeah, one of them was the All Night Express, and there was another team. I forget who they were. Anyways, now we cut after that little spiel. We cut to the main event, which is the Bullet Club being represented by Ring of Honor champion Adam Cole and Adam Hangman Page against Michael Elgin and Hiroshi Tanahashi, who also competed this week. This was a pretty good tag team match, I gotta say. It only went like 12 to 13 minutes, which was cut in by 2 commercial breaks. But the breaks felt very short. And nothing much really changed. It wasn't like, it was just a tag team match anyway, so this was to set up the match between Elgin and Cole at All-Star Extravaganza, because I don't think Tanahashi's doing anything. Unbreakable Mike Elgin pinned Adam Page with the power bomb, which is his finishing move. He usually does a buckle bomb and then gets him in an actual power bomb and then pins him. That's his finishing maneuver. This was actually a pretty good tag team match, I must say. Pretty good tag team match. Tanahashi was good as he always is. He has to be, because he's freaking Hiroshi Tanahashi. And this was a pretty good show. It did its job. It was a nice, decent go-home show to the pay-per-view, and it built up some actual stuff that's been going on. The best thing by far on this night was Christopher Daniels. If anything, guys, if you can find it, watch Christopher Daniels' promo, because it's absolutely awesome. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later, and peace.